Hey, you may or may not have noticed that I haven't replied to any of the comments on my YouTube videos at all. And the reason for that is because I have to avoid typing. I can't really type anymore. And so I thought, instead of typing out a reply, why don't I just make a video and I'll reply in person? So in this video, I'm going to reply to some of the comments on some of my videos. I have them on my phone here, so I just took screenshots. So let's go to the first one. These comments are sorted chronologically, so oldest first, newest are going to be at the end of the video. I think there's about 14 of them, so let's try to do this rather quickly. So on EP 12, this guy or this person says, "Bro, I thought you were dead." Yeah, I wish I was. Had me worrying the last 5 months for no reason. Oh, I'm sorry, Mom. Should I have checked in with you? What this person is referring to is the fact that I abandoned or I disappeared from my Time of Death YouTube channel back in January. And there was a reason for that. So, this person's feelings were justified. So back in January, I had a really bad inflammation attack on my right arm. And apparently it seems like the damage has been permanent. And so my mobility level has dropped even more than it has been over the last 2 years. So I had to stop doing all my video. I had to stop making videos amongst a whole bunch of other stuff. And so what am I trying to say here? Yeah, so I can't use my computer very much anymore. I have to limit the amount I use my computer. Otherwise, it just triggers my body's inflammation response, and which leads to more pain and then potentially another inflammation attack, and which could lead to more damage. And so, I can't use my trackball anymore. I have to use two hands on it now. And when I type, and I can only do it briefly. And when I type, I only use my two index fingers. Like I don't know how to type, like an old person. And once again, I've got to limit my amount of doing all that stuff. So I stopped doing all my YouTube stuff back in January. And I didn't do anything for 3 months. And then 3 months later, I started making these eating videos because I was extremely bored. I had no purpose in life. And so I was like, okay, doing the eating videos it was the only thing I could think about doing. Because, those videos require no video editing, no audio editing. I just press play and then I eat and then I narrate. So that's when I started making those videos. Anyway, so this arm thing is a continuation of what happened to me in 2019 when I had to stop using a mouse. And I had to stop using my computer at a desk. If you notice in my old YouTube videos, around 2019, I moved to my lap with the mouse and keyboard. And then later in 2019, I had to stop using a mouse entirely. And I switched over to the trackball, which is great. It pretty much fixed the problem. I had no more pain. The trackball wasn't as good as a mouse, but I adapted and I was able to use my computer again. Fast forward 7 years, 2026, January, I have another attack. And unfortunately, I haven't been able to adapt to this one. So yeah, that's where I've been. That's why I abandoned my channel. Anyway, let's go to the next question. This person on EP 12 says, "This man tried hiding from us. Thumbs down emoji." That's what they wrote there. So yeah, I wasn't trying to hide from you people. I was trying to hide from myself because, I couldn't do anything, right? Back in January. So I had to stop going. I stopped going to my YouTube channel entirely, the Time of Death channel, because I couldn't type any replies. I couldn't make videos and all that sort of stuff. So I avoided my channel. And then 3 months go by and I started making the eating videos, right? But while I started making the eating videos, I didn't even know if I was going to post them. And then I ended up making so many that I was like, okay, I have to post these now because what am I doing? I'm making like dozens of these videos. I have to post them. But I didn't want to go back to my Time of Death channel because I hadn't been there since January. I still haven't been on my Time of Death YouTube channel since January. So if anyone's commented on any of my videos over there, I haven't seen them. I apologize, it's nothing personal. But that channel, so back in 2024 when I started wearing the wrist braces, my channel changed drastically, and I had always hoped that I would recover and I would get better and I'd be able to go back to making the videos I used to make prior to 2024. And then 2 years go by, I'm not getting any better. It's actually, continuing to slowly get worse. And then I have the attack on in January and I have to stop making videos altogether. And so, but I was always hopeful, right? So I kept making these eating videos, and then I finally got the idea, okay, because I have to post them now. So then I got the idea that I'm just going to make a new channel. I'll post them on the new channel. So my old Time of Death channel was full of hope. This channel, Time of Afterlife, is full of no hope. It's hopeless. I've officially given up hope. So that's where this is. So I wasn't trying to hide from you. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyways, let's go to the next question. All the questions aren't going to be as heavy as the first two. There's going to be much more lighthearted questions to come. Okay, so this on Ep 14, this person says, the thumbnails of this and the last vidder are too silly. Yes, that's true. I don't make the YouTube thumbnails for my videos anymore because I can't. And so I just use whatever YouTube defaults to. If you click on the default thumbnail, YouTube gives you a choice of 3. Sometimes there's a really good one and I'll choose that one. Other times all of them aren't good at all. Like specifically on my episode 52 video, which was the candy episode, there was no, because I did a whole bunch of close-ups on the candy in the video and none of the default YouTube thumbnails showed that. So that was kind of disappointing. But anyways, I don't make the thumbnails. So it's all because of YouTube. Some of them look really stupid, I agree. I'm making like weird faces in them and stuff like that. Let's go to the next one. So on Ep 28, this person says, you need to be famous, in all caps. Hey, I 100% agree with this person. Absolutely. I agree with this person completely. Yeah, and I've done my part. I've tried ever since I was 14 years old in 1997 when I started making music. But I think it's been long enough that people have decided that they're not interested in me being famous. People have decided, and it's really up to the people, right? To decide whether they want you or not, whether they like you. And you can't make anyone like you. So I'm just going to continue doing what I'm doing and not worry about that. But yeah, I just thought this was a funny comment. Let's go to the next one. So on Ep 31, this person says, yo man, what is up with your wrists? And someone replies saying he has rheumatoid arthritis, I believe. Yeah, that's true. I have rheumatoid arthritis, and so there's a whole bunch of different kinds of arthritis. And depending on what kind of arthritis you have is determined by how your joints are being attacked and affected. And so with rheumatoid arthritis, it's kind of a misleading name because it's actually a problem with your immune system. And so your immune system will attack the healthy tissues, the healthy soft tissues in your body by mistake. And some of the soft tissues include the lining of the joints, the synovium. But it's not limited to the joints. It also it can also attack other areas of your body. And that's the same case, that's like me. It's not just my joints that are being affected. And it's not just my wrists that are being affected either. It's affected my entire body, including my metabolism. That's why I'm able to eat all this junk that I've been eating over the last 100 videos. And I haven't gained any weight pretty much. It's because of this. So there was more I wanted to say about this. What else did I want to say about this? Oh man, come on. Yeah, so with my wrist, I wear the wrist braces because it helps try to prevent the inflammation. So with the rheumatoid arthritis, when it attacks your healthy tissues, it sends out these inflammatory cells that attack your body. Normally, your immune system is supposed to fight off disease and infection and heal injuries, right? But in my case, it's also attacking healthy parts of my body. And with the wrist braces, it stops my wrist from moving too much, because that was triggering my body's inflammation response and causing pain and inflammation attacks and potential and actual damage. I've got damage in my wrists. And so these have helped a lot. I still can't really do much, but these braces have definitely helped. Okay, so let's go to the next one. On EP 32, this person says, "Let's celebrate Canadian healthcare, everyone." Good comment. Apt comment. Yeah. What was I going to say? Some of these responses I had sort of planned out. This one was an easy one, but I can't remember what I was going to say. But yeah, oh yeah, okay. So it was shocking how unhelpful the doctors have been. And I honestly have had like better luck using Google than I have talking to the doctors in certain areas. But yeah, they've been very unhelpful. And I really don't want to talk to any more doctors ever for the rest of my life, if possible. I don't know if that's possible. There's a plane outside. It's probably making noise. Can I see it? Oh, I see it. It's a little plane. Sunday. It's a very beautiful day out. Maybe I'll turn the camera at the end of the video. Okay, so let's go to the next one. On EP 28, this person says, "The attention to details. I love how it didn't get clipped out. Cake slicing makes me want to up my game." All right, so we have a food comment. Yeah, oh my God, cake, eating cake, slicing cake. The last 4 months have been magical for me, eating so much cake. Yeah, I never really paid attention to cake slicing, I guess, not that much, until I started eating a whole bunch of cake. And so each time I would slice a cake, I was trying to be as exact as possible, because I wanted to eat the same amount every day. And so I wanted it to be as exact as possible. I think I already said that. So thank you for mentioning that. Okay, let's go to the next one. EP 33, this person says, "Make more, bro." I'm assuming he's talking about the eating videos. So I have made more. I've made over 100. I think I've made 102. And I think only 68 or 67 have been published, but I've made over 102. I'm currently on hiatus, so I'm not making any videos right now, but I am planning on going back into town either this week or next week, and I'm gonna get another party pizza. This is gonna be the redemption of the party pizza. And I'm gonna get some fried chicken. I'm gonna have a burger on location, another burger video. And then I'm gonna get some more donuts and some scones for dessert. Really, really looking forward to that. It's funny, I went on hiatus a couple weeks ago. I ended up losing like 5 pounds or something, or 4 pounds, I don't remember. And I made some videos again. My weight went up a little bit. Then I've been on hiatus for maybe a week, I'm not sure. And this morning I was 132.0. So it's pretty crazy how immediate my weight goes down after I stop eating excessively, eating like a fatty. But boy, oh boy, has that been fun eating like that. Oh my God. So let's go to the next one. On EP 1, this person says, "Well, Todd turning into a mukbang YouTuber wasn't on my bingo card." I don't think it's that much of a surprise. I mean, I made a whole bunch of eating videos on my Time of Death channel over the last 2 years. I made a bunch of eating videos, and not only that, I made an eating video all the way back. I think it was in 2008 or 2009, entitled "Time of Cheeseburger," where I eat a cheeseburger as fast as I can. That's on my Time of Death channel. It's one of my earliest videos. So the signs were there. And honestly, this is the only type of video, not this one I'm making now, but the eating videos are the only types of videos I can think about making, because I can't really do anything else. And they require no editing, and I get to eat. So I guess I'm just going to keep making those. Anyway, this person continues, regardless, we might disagree on a lot of things. In other words, I'm a right-wing Nazi fascist bigot. That person didn't say it. I'm saying that. But I still hope you manage to sort out the arthritis eventually. Yeah, unfortunately, rheumatoid arthritis is a chronic, incurable disease. And I was on rheumatoid arthritis meds for a year, and they did literally nothing except for give me a really painful infection on my butt on 2 separate occasions for 2 weeks at a time. And so I stopped taking the meds after a year, and I've just accepted that it's not going to get better. It's actually going to continue to get worse. And so it's not going to, so this is like the high point. It's going to get even worse later. So let's go to the next one. So it's something to look forward to, I guess. So on EP31, this person says, my favorite thing to eat is buffalo chicken wings. Hey, that sounds great. I love myself some buffalo chicken wings. Served with blue cheese or ranch dipping sauce. Okay. You've lost me. Now, no offense to this person, but I have some extreme views on dressings and sauces. And ranch is probably like one of the most disgusting sauces ever invented. Mayonnaise is disgusting. Blue cheese is disgusting. Like chip dip, vegetable dip is all disgusting. Honey mustard sauce, disgusting. Sweet and sour sauce, disgusting. I can't stand that stuff. I love chicken wings. I like eating chicken wings just plain. So if you just season them with salt and pepper, that's totally fine with me. I love, like a crispy coating of a wing, and then you got the tender chicken on the inside. I love that. I also do like barbecue sauce. So, but I don't like tons of sauce. I'm not a real saucy kind of guy, right? And then, you've noticed on some of my videos, I like having ketchup with certain things like chicken nuggets and fries and on my hot dogs and burgers. But generally, I'm not a sauce guy. I think I said I don't like mayonnaise. Yeah, I don't like anything on my sandwich either. So, I went to Subway recently, actually, for one of my videos, spoiler alert. And every time I go to Subway and they ask what you want, I'm like, and that's it. I tell them what I want, and then that's it. And then they always ask me, no sauce? Like they're surprised. And so I'm like, no sauce. So yeah, anyway, I'm very anti-sauce, or very picky with my sauces. Anyway, let's go to the next one. On EP35, this person says, make short is make you more view. So I'm assuming this person's saying I should make YouTube shorts so that I would get more views. And this comment is actually what inspired me to post some YouTube shorts. Not with the intention of getting more views, but just to post some YouTube shorts, because these eating videos are not sustainable. I can't continue eating like this. And so I'm going to have to try to think about making some new content, and I might transition over to YouTube Shorts. I don't know what I would do though. That's the thing. So I've got to do a lot of brainstorming in order to figure out what I want to do with the YouTube Shorts. But I'll figure it out eventually. I do have time because there's still like over 30 videos that have to be. So I've got a month of videos before I need to start thinking about new content. Anyway, let's go to the next one. On EP38, this person says, the music turns a video diary into a bizarre cosmic horror. You just can't help being weird. You can make eating tater tots crazy. Hey, someone commented on the music. Thank you very much. I've been listening to music in all of those eating videos, and I don't remember what I was listening to in EP38, but it was either, I do have music playing right now, by the way. It was either one of these tracks, one of these isolated tracks, or it was one of the mixed down tracks, but it's all been ambient noise. So right now I'm listening to a isolated guitar track. So that's the isolated guitar track. One of the isolated guitar tracks from my Cohesive Deterioration album from February of 2024. Very good one. Very, very good song. I actually listened to that song this morning while I was in bed. Normally before I get out of bed, I'll listen to something on my Bandcamp page, and I chose to listen to that, and I had so much fun listening to it. I mean, I was just lying there, but anyway, someone mentioned the music. Thank you. Thank you for mentioning the music. Okay, this next one. On EP 35, this person says, by the way, I just got back from my walk. This isn't what they said. I just got back from my morning walk, so I'm not sweaty, but I'm a little warm. I just wanted to make sure my nuts weren't like getting trapped and getting all sweaty. Anyway, TMI. This person says on EP 35, knife and fork for nuggets and tater tots. Are you a psychopath? Yeah, so I love using utensils while eating. Obviously, nuggets and tater tots. More food items on the video series. I've eaten donuts with knife and fork. I've eaten croissants, muffins. What else? Pizza. There's probably more, but I can't really remember. But yeah, I don't like getting my hands dirty. This has been a thing ever since I've been a child. I didn't realize why I felt this way until I got older. It's because, then I have to wash my hands. But I've got skin problems, and, washing my hands leads to drying out my skin, which leads to, especially in the wintertime, I get these wounds on my hands that don't heal. And so they become painful, and it's just not fun to live like that. And so I finally realized that, okay, I'll stop washing my hands so much. And so I try not to wash my hands as much as possible. Obviously, I wash them after certain things like, using the washroom and stuff like that. But you may have noticed on some of my videos, I use these single-use plastic gloves as well when I eat or when I prepare food. So those have been great because I just stick those on and then do what I have to do and then take them off, and then I don't have to wash my hands. So it's great. But yeah, that's why I use utensils so much. So let's go to the next one. Oh, this is the last one. Hooray. I'm actually surprised it's only been 22 minutes. Probably seems like a long time, but I assume this was going to be like an hour. Anyway, on EP 98 weigh-in. This is my weigh-in vertical video for EP 98. This was recorded just a couple weeks ago, I guess. Anyway, this person says, I like the sound of this diet. So in that video, I was talking about the cake diet. So in that video, I weighed myself after doing 97 videos, and I had only gained 4 pounds or whatever over those 98 days. And I had mentioned in the video that the cake diet works. It's official. The cake diet works. And so that's what this person is referring to. And oh my God, the cake diet has been, I think I already said this, but it's been magical. I have no better explanation, no better way to describe what it's been to eat cake so much. I've eaten so much cake over the last 100 days, over the last 4 months, I should say, more cake than I've ever eaten my entire life. And it's been magical. It's been amazing. I've had so much fun. I haven't eaten cake in a little while though, but I still get cravings for cake. Like lately I've been, there's this one cake that I haven't got yet, and I put it off, but I think I want to try it now. It's the cookie dough cake. So it's a whole bunch of different layers. It's a La Roca cookie dough cake, whole bunch of different layers. And I think if that's at the grocery store one day, I'm just going to get it. I'm going to try it, and I'll make a few videos about it. But yeah, it's been so fun. But yeah, the cake diet is more, it's a gimmick. It's more of, what am I trying to say? It's right, the word I'm trying to use is right on the tip of my tongue. Don't try the cake diet at home, kids, or anyone. I mean, kids could probably try it because they have a fast metabolism, but do not try the cake diet. It will not go over well unless you have some sort of problem with your unless you have a way to speed up your metabolism like I do. So it hasn't been a problem for me, but normally you would probably gain a bunch of weight. Anyway, that's going to be it for the video. So 25 minutes, that's not too bad. Once again, I apologize for missing any potential comments on my Time of Death channel. If you want me to reply to something, maybe make a comment on this channel, and I'll make another one of these videos, potentially. I don't know. If I didn't reply to your comment in this video, I apologize. It's nothing personal. Anyways, I'll see you later.